Welcome to Brean and Berrow, neighbouring areas along the Somerset coast. Just a short drive from Weston-super-Mare, this stretch of coastline offers stunning beaches, rich history and outdoor adventures for every traveller. Whether you're seeking relaxation, wildlife or a bit of history, Brean and Berrow have something to offer. Let's dive into everything these villages have in store for you. Coming up, we explore the beautiful coast and admire a shipwreck at sunset. We climb Brean Down and take in the magnificent views and explore the fort. For some family fun, we also show you Brean Leisure Park. For more days out around Somerset and beyond, subscribe to join our adventure. Let's start with Brean Beach.
It's great to be on the beach.
Stretching over 7 miles, it's one of the longest beaches in Europe. Perfect for a peaceful stroll, this beach is an oasis for relaxation. If you're visiting with family, you'll love how accessible and open the beach is. One unique feature here is that you can actually park your car directly on the beach, making it incredibly convenient for beach activities. Just remember to check the tide schedule. Brean Beach is known for its rapidly changing tides, so always be cautious and avoid venturing too far during low tide because you can get stuck in the mud. And if you'd like to see a documentary I recently made about that, check the links in my video description, where you'll also find a list of useful information about the places we visit during this episode. Rising 97 metres above sea level, Brean Down offers panoramic views of the Somerset levels, the Bristol Channel and even as far as Wales on a clear day. This natural headland is ideal for hiking enthusiasts, bird watchers and history lovers alike. Here are some examples taken by some keen photographers. With thanks to Sharon and Keith Bartlett and Amanda Baldwin for their photographs. There are links to their social media pages in my video description. Amanda also runs guided walking tours around Brean.
There are 2 routes to the top of Brean Down. You can climb the steps or use the slope.
We decided to climb the steps up and take the gentler road back down. Carl climbed the steps in 4 minutes while filming. Here is the footage at 10 times the speed. I was quite tempted to put some Benny Hill music over the top of this, but he actually left me for dust. I took a more leisurely hike to the top, taking in the views. I wore sensible shoes, but forgot it can get rather windy, even in the height of summer. So if you'd rather not have any unflattering Marilyn Monroe moments, it's best to wear shorts or trousers. There are fantastic views across Weston-super-Mare. I love visiting Weston, and you'll find several travel guides on my channel, including one filmed by my late grandpa on a Kodak Brownie Cine Standard 8 camera during the 1960s. Here's some of his footage of Brean. If you'd like to see more during this time period, please do let me know and I'll see what I can dig out during the winter. The islands that you might have noticed during this episode are Steep Home and Flat Home. At the top of Brean Down you'll find Brean Fort. It was built in the 1860s to defend against a possible invasion by Napoleon III. Walking through the ruins, you can almost feel the history come alive. There's no better place to soak in the views and let your imagination run wild. The fort was designed to house 7 gun emplacements, which were meant to defend the approach to Bristol and the Severn Estuary, a crucial shipping route at the time. However, the threat from France soon diminished, and Brean Down Fort quickly became obsolete and saw limited use during its early years. The fort was briefly rearmed during World War I, but saw no significant action. Its military importance was revived during World War II, when it was used by the British Army for weapons testing. Today, Brean Fort is a fascinating ruin, open to visitors who want to explore its history and enjoy the stunning views from the top of Brean Down. Information panels around the site provide visitors with information about the fort's history and its role in Britain's coastal defences. Beyond the fort, there are more signs that link the Down to military usage, including these gun emplacements and a large arrow. There are lots of different paths and areas to explore. It's a great place to stop for a picnic while watching the waves crash. We're now leaving the fort area and going to climb down the down via the highest point. There's still lots more to see along the way, and you could spend all day on top of the down. We were treated to some bluer skies on the way back. The 360-degree views here are incredible. The trees have grown in the direction of the strong winds. We're leaving via Military Road, which is the easiest route to the top. Next, we head south to Berrow Beach. This part of Somerset really is beautiful. While not as well known as its neighbour, Berrow Beach is equally beautiful and even more peaceful. It's a great spot for nature lovers as it's adjacent to the Berrow Dunes Nature Reserve. One of Berrow's most fascinating features is the remains of the SS Nornen, a Norwegian shipwreck that ran aground in 1897. Exposed only at low tide, it's a haunting reminder of the power of the sea and a popular spot for photography. The shipwreck is only visible at low tide, so you'll need to check the tide times before exploring. My favourite time to visit is when the sun is setting. It's an unforgettable experience. The serene, almost otherworldly atmosphere at this time of day makes you feel as though you're seeing the ship's last moments frozen in time under the watchful gaze of the setting sun. The shipwreck, while a tragedy, is a story of the strength and bravery of the locals who rescued the entire crew of 10 and the ship's dog. There's something timeless about it, a connection to the past, nature and the sublime beauty of Somerset's coast. When I first visited this site, much more of the shipwreck was visible, so if you can, try to visit it now, while it's still here. Brean is a popular hotspot for holidaymakers, and there are lots of campsites and caravan parks with the usual seaside shops, amusements and eateries, including fish and chips. Families can enjoy a trip to Brean Leisure Park, the perfect spot for a fun-filled day out with the kids. Before you go, here are a few quick tips for your visit. Check the tide times if you're planning a walk or exploring the shipwreck. Don't forget your binoculars for bird watching at Brean Down. And remember, it's always rather windy. Brean and Berrow may not be as famous as other coastal towns, but they offer the perfect mix of tranquility, adventure and natural beauty. So whether you're here for a day or a week, there's always something to discover. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you exploring this part of Somerset soon. And if you're staying a few days, make sure to explore the nearby town of Weston-super-Mare for more seaside charm. Find out more about Weston-super-Mare in this episode. I'll add a link to the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Please do help me reach 1,000 subscribers by hitting the subscribe button.